They always told me aging would take my eyesight first, or maybe my hearing. But nobody warned me it would be my legs. Not all at once, of course. It started with a little hesitation at the stairs, a quiet wobble when I stood up too fast. Then one morning I realized I was planning my day to avoid walking. If that sounds familiar, let me tell you something, you're not alone. More importantly, it's not your fault. You see, what most people over 60 don't realize is that your legs, they speak for the rest of your body. When they start to weaken, it's a sign. A whisper that your muscles, joints, and even your circulation aren't getting the quiet support they need. But here's the surprise. Regaining strength doesn't always require pills, surgery, or hours of exercise. In fact, there are 5 simple drinks, most of which you may already have in your kitchen, that can begin to ease the soreness, rebuild the structure beneath your knees, and help you wake up with steadier, stronger steps. Even after just a week or two. No, they're not miracle cures. And no, they're not trendy superfood shots you've never heard of. These are time-tested, science-backed, and quietly powerful. In this video, I'll walk you through each of them, one sip at a time. But first, let's start with a warm golden drink that's been passed down through generations. It might just be the gentle support your legs have been aching for. Shall we begin? I'll never forget the moment I ran into my old friend Nikki at the Farmer S Market last fall. I hadn't seen her in years, and to be honest, I half expected the usual complaints: stiff knees, sore ankles, slow shuffling steps. But instead, there she was, bright-eyed and walking with the ease of someone 20 years younger. No cane, no wince, just a confident stride, and the kind of smile that made you stop in your tracks. Naturally, I had to ask Nikki, "What on earth have you been doing?" She laughed and leaned in like she was about to share a secret recipe. "It all started with something my doctor told me," he said. "Your legs are inflamed, not just old. There's a drink that might help." That's when she introduced me to what some folks call golden milk. Now listen carefully. This isn't just a cozy nighttime drink. It's a powerhouse in disguise. Warm milk combined with turmeric, a bright golden spice loaded with a compound called curcumin. Studies in the Journal of Medicinal Food have shown curcumin has anti-inflammatory effects as strong as ibuprofen, but without the side effects that can upset your stomach or hurt your kidneys, especially important for us folks over 60. But here is the real kicker. When turmeric is mixed with milk and a pinch of black pepper, your body absorbs it 2,000% better. That's right, 2,000. It's simple, comforting, and after just a couple of weeks, Nikki said her morning stiffness had vanished, and she was sleeping better too. But that's just the first piece of the puzzle. The next drink she shared with me? It's something your grandmother probably simmered on the stove, and it's packed with the very building blocks your legs need to stand tall again. Let me tell you about it. Nikki smiled again and said, "But that wasn't the only thing. My doctor also told me to start sipping this old-fashioned remedy every morning," and I thought he was joking at first. I raised an eyebrow. "Bone broth," she said. "Real, homemade bone broth." I'll admit, it sounded too simple. But then she explained what it had done for her aching joints, and the science behind it nearly knocked me off my feet. You see, bone broth isn't just a comfort food from Grandma's kitchen. It's what I call liquid collagen. When bones are simmered, slowly chicken, beef, or even fish, they release powerful compounds like collagen, gelatin, and amino acids such as glycine and proline. These are the very nutrients your body needs to repair cartilage, cushion joints, and strengthen the tendons and ligaments that hold your legs together. Most folks don't realize this, but after age 30, we lose about 1% of our natural collagen every year. That's one big reason legs start to feel unstable, creaky, or just plain tired. One 2008 study published in Current Medical Research and Opinion showed that people taking collagen daily had significantly less joint pain during activity. Now imagine that benefit magnified for someone in their 60s or 70s, who just wants to climb stairs without gripping the railing. Bone broth is also rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium, all critical for preventing cramps and helping muscles contract smoothly. And unlike plain water, it hydrates and nourishes at the same time. Nikki said she sips a cup every morning, and by the end of the first month she could take long walks again without pain. But the drink she shared next? It was cold, creamy, and packed with nutrients that stopped her nighttime cramps for good. Let's take a closer look. You won't believe what finally stopped those awful nighttime leg cramps, Nikki told me, her eyes lighting up as she reached into her tote bag. It's this, my post-walk smoothie? I chuckled. A smoothie? That's your secret weapon? But then she handed me the ingredients and I saw it wasn't just any smoothie. It was a creamy blend of banana, almond milk, and a spoonful of almond butter. Simple, yes, but powerful. Absolutely. Let me explain. As we age, our bodies gradually lose key electrolytes, potassium and magnesium especially. And without them, muscles get confused. They cramp up at night, feel weak during the day, and recover slower than they used to. Bananas are loaded with potassium, which helps muscles contract properly and keeps nerves firing smoothly. They also help flush out excess sodium, which can reduce swelling in the legs and that heavy dragging feeling after standing too long. But the real magic happens when you pair banana with almonds. Almonds are among the richest plant-based sources of magnesium, a mineral essential for muscle relaxation, strength, and repair. One study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults with higher magnesium intake had significantly better mobility and muscle function. Almonds also provide healthy fats and protein to rebuild tired leg muscles, while helping balance blood sugar, especially important if you're watching your energy levels. Nikki said she drinks it after her morning walk. Within weeks, her cramps disappeared and her legs felt steadier all day. I took a sip myself and could see why it's delicious, filling, and surprisingly effective. But what if I told you the next drink didn't just nourish your muscles? It actually improved blood flow to them. And all it took was a bold crimson juice that most folks overlook. Let me show you. I never thought a glass of deep red juice could make that much of a difference, but Nikki swears by it. She said, ever since I added this to my morning routine, I feel like my legs have more life in them. I'm walking longer, climbing stairs without stopping, and I don't feel that heaviness anymore. The secret beetroot juice. Now, Dante, let the color scare you. This humble root vegetable is packed with something called natural nitrates. And when your body processes those nitrates, it creates nitric oxide. A molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. It means more blood, more oxygen, and more nutrients flow directly to your muscles, especially your calves, thighs, and feet. A 2011 study from the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who drank beetroot juice increased their endurance by up to 16%. Think about that. That's not just a number. That's the difference between cutting your walk short and finishing strong. Beets also contain betaine and vitamin C, which reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two silent culprits behind weak, stiff legs. And don't forget potassium, another leg-loving mineral that helps prevent cramping and supports smoother movement. Nikki likes to mix hers with a splash of apple or lemon juice to balance the earthy flavor. Some folks even drink it warm with a pinch of ginger. After just 2 weeks, she told me her legs felt lighter. And she had more energy in the mornings now, more dragging herself out of bed like before. But the final drink she shared with me, it's the simplest of them all. No fancy ingredients, no long prepped, just warm water, a squeeze of citrus, and one tiny seed that works wonders from the inside out. Let me tell you, I didn't think something so simple could do so much, Nikki told me one morning as we sat on a bench, watching the sun rise over the park trail. She pulled a small glass bottle from her bag, filled with a cloudy lemon-colored drink. This right here, she said, is what helps me wake up without that old stiffness in my knees. and keeps me going all day was warm lemon water with chia seeds, and it had become her quiet morning ritual. At first glance, it doesn't look like much, but this humble drink is loaded with benefits. Lemons, as you may know, are rich in vitamin C, essential for producing collagen and aiding iron absorption. Both are critical for strong, flexible muscles and steady joints, especially in the legs. A 2020 study published in Nutrients found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake had significantly stronger lower limb performance. That's no coincidence. Now, add chia seeds, tiny, yes, but packed with magnesium, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Magnesium helps relax muscles and prevent cramps. Calcium supports muscle contractions and bone strength, and omega-3 south out. They fight inflammation at the root of so many mobility issues. When soaked, chia seeds form a gel-like texture, adding soluble fiber that supports digestion, hydration, and steady nutrient absorption, key for aging bodies. Nikki drinks this mix first thing in the morning, before coffee or breakfast. It wakes up my body gently, she said. And after a week, I stopped feeling that slow, heavy start to the day. It was impressive. But before we wrapped up our chat, I had to ask, what about safety? Surely not every drink works for everyone. That S when I offered her a few tips every senior should know before making these part of their daily routine. Let me be crystal clear: if your legs are feeling weaker, heavier, or more unstable lately, that is not just aging. That's your body crying out for help. Ignore it, and you could be facing falls, joint damage, or even the loss of your independence far sooner than you expect. But here's the truth your doctor may not have told you. You can fight back, and it starts with what's in your cup. These 5 drinks aren't magic, but when used consistently, they work. The key: make them a habit. Pair your turmeric milk with your evening wind-down routine. Sip bone broth while reading the morning paper. Enjoy the banana moon smoothie after a walk. Keep beetroot juice ready in the fridge. And start your day with warm lemon chia water before your first sip of coffee. Your legs don't need more pills. They need support, hydration, and the nutrients they've been missing for years. Don't wait until you're using a walker to take this seriously. Act now while you still can. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. We're happy to help. And if this video helped you, hit subscribe and ring that bell for more tips to stay strong and independent. Your future legs will thank you.